Miami, 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 Miami. It feels like Miami.
Welcome to the Heat Beat Podcast. I'm your host, Giancarlo Navas, and with me today, we have a really special show today. A lot going on. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff, some internal stuff, some stuff that we're doing for someone who's very important and loved to us, and other stuff that's on the horizon for this season. So let me introduce our cast. On the bottom there, you can see reality check master Tiffany Meeks.
Yep. How
We
y'all
back,
doing?
baby. We're ready for content.
I'm back.
We're back. We're ready. Season is upon us. On the bottom right, it's Mr. 5G himself, Kenny G. Kenny Tex.
What's up, man? What's up?
Can I call you Kenny
Man,
5G?
I don't know what that means, but man, I've been off so long. G forgot my last name. That's fucked up.
Oh, because there's Franky G, and then there's Kenny G, the saxist, and I was making an internet joke with 5G, and there was a lot in my head.
Layers.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was many
It's like
things
a
going on.
prime Lupe Fiasco bar. It's cool. Oh man, I've been off for so long. What's up, everybody?
What's up?
On the top right, Stream B co-founder, the 2K coach, Franky G. Whoa!
Pies for Plex. Let's
What's
do
going
it.
on? What happened there?
We had a $50 donation from Michelle Samaru.
Why'd you tell the people what's going on? Yeah, you should have left it the whole time. Now let's leave the sad clown face.
It burns my eyes.
Oh no.
Are you allergic to whipped cream?
No, I'm not. Luckily,
That's gonna win a hottie for something. I don't know what, but it's gonna win a hottie.
white face.
The hat stayed clean. It's a little strange, but
Well, today we're
Duncan's for
doing
Plex.
a charity stream for my good boy Plex. He's over here. You can see him a little bit. He is going through some old age and some health issues. So, we have a lot of bills for him, and anything. I'm not expecting to reach that $4,500 goal. But I wasn't expecting to hit 1,000 in a day. The community, our friends, our family, everybody's been amazing, and just anything you guys can spare. I know Schmeathan donated. Some other people donated from the community. I've recognized a lot of names, and it means a lot to me. Every donation, every share, every retweet, everything's meant a lot to me, guy, and my girlfriend and Plex. This isn't easy dealing with a dog that he's going through these mental issues and health issues and stuff. But we love him, and we're doing our best for him. And I appreciate everything you guys have done, and I really appreciate you guys doing this for me tonight.
We love Franky. We love Plex. We love our community. Link is in the chat, and I'll constantly be updating that. And every $50, Franky's gonna pie himself. So that's gonna be. We have that fun subplot here. So you guys are always very philanthropic. Try not to give subs tonight. Obviously, if you have a Prime sub, that's Prime subs or Prime subs. All our Prime money is gonna go to Plex tonight. So, but just remember, Twitch takes a cut. So if you're gonna sub, it's better to donate because Twitch doesn't take a cut of that. So without further ado, we're gonna do our show. We're gonna be monitoring the GoFundMe. But guys, we have basketball to talk. We have a couple announcements. As you know, Twitter loves announcement season. We had a pretty big one today. Miami Heat Beat and 5 Reasons, old partners back at our stomping grounds. We're going to be collaborating on a lot of projects this season. Ethan is a good friend. Leif, obviously, Miami Heat Beat alumni. Troppy Baby, professional screw up. Alex Toledo, but Leif and Alex started out at Heat Beat. And we're going to be doing some collabs with 5 Reasons. They're going to be coming on our shows, whether that's Hangover Time. Speaking of Hangover Time,
hey,
what's up, Alf? You missed Franky pieing himself, and I'm talking about our collab with 5 Reasons. How we're going to get some of our folks over.
Franky did what to himself?
Yeah, he pied himself.
That sounds
Without context, by the way, he just got a fucking pie. What kind of pie was it, Frankie?
It's whipped cream.
It's just whipped cream?
It's just whipped cream.
It's just whipped cream. What brand?
No brands.
No brands. Okay. I was like,
No brands.
Are you whipping actual like heavy cream yourself?
No, it's just straight whipped cream to the face.
Straight whipped cream. Just straight cream.
It's
straight cream to the face.
Frank, you just had whipped cream lying around, huh?
Just sitting on that little table, Al. The little table.
My girlfriend did a charity stream and I was using it on her face. And then,
come on, listen, it's a family show. It's a family.
And then after they got to $1,000 for the charity, so I let them hit me too. So I was like, "Fuck it, let's get some donations for tonight."
Yeah, every 50.
I apologize for my audio, everybody. I apologize. Long story. We're gonna get it fixed, though.
We're gonna get it fixed. Time for the season. So back to what we were saying. Our collab with 5 Reasons. We're gonna be going on their platforms. They're gonna be coming on ours. None of this changes what we do. We're still with Blue Wire. Blue Wire is our home. We're just kind of doing. We're kind of going back and doing some stuff with our friends over there. A lot of people that we really care about, and we're gonna be doing a lot of cool stuff this season, appearing on each other's platforms, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. So be on the lookout for that. But we have basketball to talk. We have people to slander, and we have an offseason to discuss. And the first guest that we're bringing in, Mr. Dunker Spot himself. Nekias freaking Duncan. Nekias is crispy. New camera?
I'm on a computer now, so we are moving up in the world. We have a desktop in the office. So
look at you. That's a Shure mic too. That's a good mic, and that's a mic arm.
You.
It is.
Hold up. He said in the office.
Yeah, don't do this. I have
an office.
I have an office area in my apartment. It's fine.
Wow. Is that a gamer chair?
Fancy.
Taking
us way back.
Hold up. Even Nekias got a chair? Hold up.
I cashed in at the right time. That's all.
Whoa.
Yeah, you did.
Unlike Sleeping Pat.
Sleepy Pat.
Much to get to. For 3 seconds. God.
Pat ain't sleep. Pat just basically he biding his time. He just waiting. He waiting for the opportunity to pounce.
Pat said y'all getting Caleb Martin at the forum, y'all gonna like it. And you know what it is?
We have Kevin Durant at home.
Jovic.
We got one of Kevin Durant's thighs at home. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
The guys, good to bring you in. Obviously, a lot has been made of the offseason, everything that's going on. I'm not sure I know what your take is on their power forward situation, because it's really, I think, the only question that needs to be answered from now until February. I think we know that they're good in a lot of other places. Franky, again, just fucking pieing himself.
Just keep talking. Just keep talking like it never happened.
Yeah, like nothing happened. What do you make of what they did this offseason? How do you see it playing out up until February?
There isn't much to make something of at this point of the offseason, to be honest with you. But like, I get it. They're kind of tied up in the KD thing, which I wrote about it at Basketball News. Like, once the KD request came through, I'm just like, okay, Miami's been linked. The Phoenix has been linked. I don't think the Nets are going to want Tyler Hero as a centerpiece. Like, I don't really see Miami as a major player there. The Donovan Mitchell stuff makes more sense until picks got involved, and I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole with Miami and picks, taking us back to the Heat Beat episodes. But I don't know. Like, there also isn't that much out there at the 4. Like, I'm kind of Haywood Highsmith pilled. Like, I kind of want to see what that looks like for 20 minutes.
That's not. Wait. Time out, Nekias. You don't refer to him as that anymore. His new name, because it's gonna be his season, is Hamish Highsmith.
All right, I'll try to make the correction.
I just wanted to make you laugh, Nekias. Just came to make you laugh.
Shout out to Tiffany, Meeks, and Jay Jacobson and Leslie for donating $105 right now. It's in my eyes.
You look like a Jabberwocky.
It almost looks like a problematic caricature. I'm not gonna.
It's like the Joker.
Not again.
God.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah.
So go ahead, Nekias. Nekias, go ahead. Talk about Hamish.
like we're not supposed to take summer league seriously. I will say that the flashes were intriguing enough to where I'm like, okay, I can see why the Heat feel like he can just kind of fill those minutes until they get to their closing lineup. And so I've seen that enough with some of their G League / summer league pieces that they kind of develop and mold. I was like, all right, I'll at least see it. And if it's awful, then I'll talk about it. But I see the flashes. Like the defense is there, the nose for the ball on the offensive glass is there. Like shot well enough on corner threes. Also showed a little bit of juice driving, but again, that's summer league, so I don't know how much of that translates. But if he's just going to eat minutes and take on tough assignments so Jimmy Butler doesn't have to during the regular season, like that's okay. Like it's probably not what Heat fans want to hear, but like that's okay.
Speaking of Smolnik says Franky looks like Gordon Hayward.
Just real no.
I don't know. I mean, Tiff, we've talked about this already. Like they're going to have to play smaller than I think that they even want to. And I think what we're concerned about is kind of the wear on guys like Jimmy. And we're going to get into his hair and the extensions later. I know that Kenny has some thoughts. But yeah, Tiff,
once y'all start talking about folks' extensions, you're not gonna be able to come back from this. I'm just letting y'all know.
And listen, that Tyler Hero's extensions and Jimmy's extensions.
Tyler didn't have extensions.
No, his extension, his contract extension.
Oh.
Tiff got scared.
Like, I would love to see a roster for all right, Tyler Hero.
There's definitely a Photoshop
until he gets into. I don't know.
But Tiff, I mean, what we got for the roster, and I think that I think what Nekias said, we got to see what these young guys have, what they can earn in camp, and then just kind of wait to see what happens in Brooklyn.
I mean, the only young guys you're really looking at to see what they got is Hamish if he start. We already know what the other guys can give you. You just hope that they're better. Like that's just what it is. You already know who Tyler is. You want him to be better. You know who Bam is. You want him to be better. Max, Caleb, so on and so forth. Like, you want more from them. But Hamish, you don't know if he's ready or not. We just hope he's ready. We pray he's ready. That's it.
That's all we have right now.
I will say, like, I don't know if y'all were planning on going here. Like, I would much rather see Hamish, I guess, at the 4 than the 38th rendition of, hey, I wonder if Bam and Yurt can play together. I wonder if Bam and Dwayne Chapman can play together.
Bam and Jovic.
Nekias, Duncan at the 4. Listen, it's a
for how many
movement.
minutes before he gets in foul trouble?
I mean, we're talking about the first 3 minutes of the first 3 minutes of the third, and that's it. That's all. 6 minutes a game. Got you.
Duncan may die, but if he
got 6 fouls for a reason.
He's gonna get them in the first half. I feel like
someone put quarter.
First half, yeah, that's lenient.
Someone put Jovic as the Rocky villain. If he dies, he dies.
They better throw some weight on his ass.
He hasn't even figured out the pivot foot thing yet, and like that's a little concerning. Like he attacks closeouts and immediately travels.
Y'all know those fat suits. Kenny, I feel like you could go somewhere with this. That's what he got to come out in. If you put him at the 4 tomorrow,
with the James Harden,
yes. Y'all want to play him tomorrow at the 4?
They don't got options. What do we got? What are we playing with?
I understand they don't have options, but they got options.
This just
water's not wet. It's the objects that it touches become wet. So come on. You got to use what you got before you try to throw my man out there starting at the 4.
Nekias, what do you think their best lineup is going to be given their present construction?
I think it's going to be Bam and Jimmy as your front court, and then you're rounding it out with, oh man,
I guess Kyle, Vic,
like Kyle's going to be out there.
Yeah.
Kyle, Vic, and
Tyler, and you go Tyler and Strus.
What? You trying to win?
Yeah, somebody's got to space the floor. That's right.
I think that has to be it.
I'm sorry. I'd rather win every game 95-82 before we just start throwing out all these offensive players. and we just got an open lane to the rim. No, and I don't want Jimmy at the 4 no time soon until the playoffs come.
I think a lot of it depends on how much we trust Max's defense. And I kind of trust. I mean, considering what we have there, Tyler's getting scored on. That's no question. But
I know what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. But I don't know.
I will say this: Tyler and Max last season had a 107 defensive rating when they shared the court together. That's not horrible, and that's in 800 minutes. So I think they can clearly survive together, especially given the team defense constructs and everything. And I think it just becomes more problematic in the playoffs when.
But you don't want your whole season being that.
Oh, I don't think so either. But you'll get some depot sprinkles. I'm just thinking like, well, when rubber hits the road and you got to win a game, like what's going to be the go-to lineup that you can. Okay, I got this in the bag before you start tinkering.
That's gonna be Jimmy at the 4. Like,
yeah.
I think Nekias is right. When it's winning time, I think you'll see Kyle, Depot, Hero, Jimmy, and Bam. To me, that just makes the most sense. You put your best guys out there. 3-guard lineup, but you got 2 guards out there that guard up. Jimmy can guard up a little bit, and Bam can switch everything. And you just try to hide Tyler in the corner somewhere. And if that doesn't work, you bring Max back in.
Right, but I think it also could. Now, must win. Yeah, I don't mind Jimmy at the 4. I just don't want us throwing him out there game 3.
No,
like
you can't be doing that in the second quarter, trying to come back from down 10.
They will.
Oh, they will.
They don't have a lot of choices.
If Haywood Highsmith starts, like the game 3, it's going to be fucking full on panic mode in the second quarter, down 14 against the fucking Magic. I'm good on Haywood Highsmith. I'm good on Jovic. I'm joking about the Duncan thing, but I literally would rather start Duncan Robinson than any of these G League guys. Like, I'm good.
It's Carmelo season. Shout out to Nekias.
Nekias, what do you think of?
That wasn't even planned.
What do you think of? Can we pick up Carmelo from chat?
That shouldn't be. Do we want to pick up Carmelo Nekias? That's the question.
If they want to sell jerseys,
did he fall? Why are we picking him up?
You want a Melo Vice?
We just talked about the defense.
They got to bring back the Vice to sell some Melo Vice.
A little inside heat beat chat. So Nekias is in our group chat, and he's obviously busy and stuff. And anytime I want his attention, I just bring up Carmelo to the Heat, and he boom bat signals. It's hilarious. It works 60% of the time. It works every time.
That's fantastic, coach. Like I made the joke a little bit earlier. Like I feel like this offseason just ends with Melo being signed. Like, would I do it? No. Would I be shocked if it happens? No. Like they can talk themselves into it. Like he still shoots well enough to where you can justify it. Like he defends 4s and 5s at this stage anyway. And if you're trusting your defensive infrastructure, like they have a worse defender at the wing on their roster. So I mean, I think Melo's a better defender than Duncan.
Whoa!
This is
whoa.
What a twist!
Melo's not picking up 3 fouls in 2 minutes though. So I kind of see it.
He's not picking up the fouls because they just going right past.
Melo ain't even trying to get. At least Duncan tries and fouls. I mean,
I'll shoot Melo some bail. Like he did give effort.
Duncan will take a charge.
If we're gonna start a slow-footed big, just put Yurt out there. I mean, listen, I'm telling you right now, sideline to sideline, he's faster than Melo today.
I'll go that far. I'll say like if it's Duncan,
I said sideline to sideline, not baseline to baseline. You're passing out by half court. Sideline to sideline.
I think Melo will have like an acceleration issue. God. You know what I mean? He's like one of those heavier muscle cars. It takes him a second.
Not a muscle car.
If he was, I wouldn't mind. Go ahead, Nekias. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't want Melo in Miami, to be clear. But if we need a placeholder at the 4, like I trust Melo to defend 4s more than I trust Duncan to defend 4s. Like neither option's great, but like I at least saw more in that particular context from Melo.
Alf, I'm not even, and this is really to anybody. After PJ left the market and Gallo got scooped up, Is there anybody like really at that position that was available that you were like, man, they had to sign that guy? It was kind of like a bad market for that kind of position that they lost.
Yeah, there was no. I mean, like as much as people can complain about Sleepy Pat, like I don't know what you wanted him to do, right? Because anything he does takes you out of the KD sweepstakes. Mm-hmm. And if he's out of the KD sweepstakes, everyone's going to complain. So I just don't know what you do at this point. You just bide your time because literally the options suck. The same options you're going to get in a month are like they'll still be there in a month, 2 months, a month into the season. Like Montrezl Harrell ain't going nowhere. Like literally, he won't be there when it's time.
Literally, he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. We want him.
I mean,
you might be.
It might not be a matter if we want him. We might need him. We also got to see if he could travel from Charlotte to New York.
Well, that's another thing.
Wait, what's going on with Trez?
Charlotte boys.
Did I miss something?
Or something?
No.
They got called weed.
Pounds. No, pounds though.
Listen.
Man's a business owner, right?
First of all, he don't have good friends like UD. Somebody should have took that charge.
He's not good enough like that.
Right.
He needs that culture. He needs that culture.
He ain't got no rings.
That means he ain't feeding nobody. That's the problem. That's why you got to feed your boys. That's why they got to be on the payroll.
You ain't feeding nobody off weed for real. I don't know why NBA. If you want to sell drugs in the NBA, sell something real. You got the re-up money. Like, get you a real.
There's no way Montrezl Harrell.
Kenny know the lingo. Weed. You got your re-up money.
Montrezl Harrell was going to smoke all of that. I don't care.
He wasn't even going to share. Alf, he wasn't even going to share it.
Well, and that's why no one took the charge. He was just smoking all that shit himself.
Montrez ain't passed a blunt since freshman year. He
don't pass. He don't pass.
UD's employing communities. What's Trez doing? We got subways every corner down here now.
I ain't gonna get into UD stuff because we from the same neighborhood, but I'm not making no UD jokes. Liberty City, from 62nd all the way down to 46th. I ain't making no UD jokes. I'd like to go home one day.
I live in Palm Beach. I can make UD jokes.
You're 2 county lines away. Although I think he lives in Broward now. So
ain't no Miami people coming up here.
That's true. No, that's true.
I don't know nothing about
just have a bunch
of. Want to come up to Boynton? Okay, I'll take that L. But he has no business up here.
He's gonna send the deuces moving your way.
They ain't about to catch me at that corner store on 46th and 7th. Hey, I'm good. Trust me. I had to take plenty of detours in my life because CSI was out there. I'm good. Yellow tape at 5 in the morning. Like, damn, go to sleep, bro. Like, you catch him in the morning. Jesus Christ. Hey, man. I ain't trying to go back. I'm trying to go back over there one day.
We love UD, except for the guys.
I love UD.
Wow. We all love UD.
I'm fighting for my life right now. Bring UD back.
I don't even think it's crazy. I think let's put an over under for Udonis Haslem minutes. Let's see how many minutes UD played last season. Udonis played 83 minutes last season.
He's playing more than
under
that this year.
83.5. Alf, you go. We're gonna go clockwise. Alf, over under 83.5 minutes.
Tiff is right. The way this is panning out.
Perfect 4 next to Bam.
Man might average more minutes than 06.
He might get that in the 3 days Montrez misses on court dates.
Montrez gonna have that one sock, Alf. That's a little bigger than the other.
So Alf's going over. Franky, we're going over under 83.5 UD minutes.
Over. And that's the same amount of chairs he's going to be throwing this season. Every time Highsmith misses a rotation, God damn it, he's throwing that shit across the room.
Nekias, over under 83.5 minutes.
I am smashing the under. I don't see it.
Smashing the under.
I'm smashing the under.
Tiff.
Nekias, when he starts the season on 2K, he cuts Udonis right away.
He needs that roster spot. You don't know. He needs it.
Franky, he goes in the store. He's like, y'all got UK? Is UD on this version? Because if
He hasn't.
I'm not
He
buying it.
hasn't checked anything else. Randomized. He's like, "Where's Udonis roster spot?" He's taking him in the back like old.
He's checking the credits in the back of the game, making sure his name not back there.
Got to put him and Duncan at the trade finder. It's the first move.
Oh.
Package deal. Oh,
salary.
Tiff, you smashing that over that?
Oh, that's over. That's gonna be over in the first week of the season.
Kenny, over under 83.5. I think I know what you're gonna say.
Play UD as many minutes as he would like. I haven't had a chance to try Alcrave yet. I have to go back into Liberty City at some point.
Got you. Yes, of course.
However many minutes UD wants to play, let him play.
I'm thinking, honestly, like, no memes. I think we're going to get around 83. I'm going to go slightly under, but I think it's going to come a lot closer than a lot of people think. I think, like, he dead ass may need to play it sometimes.
Shout out to Brian M. Another $50. Oh, yeah.
Can we get Franky to go to Kenny's neighborhood where he grew up like that?
No.
Do you want Franky on the show?
Yo, he tried.
Just content. Just then Franky and Joey.
Hey, man.
Oh man, no, they'll probably love Joey because, like, for whatever reason, white dudes get a pass, and Joey be having weed on him, so like it's cool.
My mom used to work in Liberty City.
Fucking Kenny's narking.
Yeah, just snitching out here.
Jesus Christ.
It's decriminalized now, so and Joey's white. He's not going to jail for weed.
Kenny's like, check your fucking privilege.
Kenny, you got a lot of truth saying tonight.
Like, I'm gonna be honest about why. Like, I had like a little Sprite left, and I put way too much Tito's in it. So I thought we were doing hangover time. So like, I'm not sober right now.
Common mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, G's trying to run the fundraiser back. I don't know.
Couple things. We have some questions in chat I want to get to, but there's something that happened in the national media that I think is of particular interest to us. So a couple years back, and I'm going to play this soundbite. We had a pretty famous thing happen on our show, which Jorge Sedano told us that he'd rather be the Sixers, and on the Low Post podcast this week, I thought it was surprising. George had this to say.
So it happened, and Heat fans give me grief. By the way, Heat fans, I saw all your tweets, and I laughed at them because, Zach Lowe, I don't know if you know this, but Heat fans in 2017, I proclaimed at that time when Dion Waiters and Hassan Whiteside were their leaders that I said, I'd rather be the Philadelphia 76ers. Jorge Sedano, did games 3 and 6, the closeout game against Philadelphia. And as soon as I was done interviewing Jimmy Butler, my entire timeline for 72 hours was flooded with, I'd rather be the Sixers. I saw your tweets, Heat fans. I laughed at them. Okay, you were right. You win.
Look,
Dion Waiters slander, first of all.
What? Goran Dragic was probably the leader of that team, not Dion and Hassan. I mean, what a straw man by Jordan. Alf, we won. Alf, we won.
Yeah, I mean, until next season.
We're talking about today in this war.
Like, we should take our victory laps while we can.
We got to. That's all we have.
Yeah.
Harden's in shape now. It's over with.
Harden's in shape. PJ got younger somehow.
I have a prediction. I don't think PJ's gonna look like that much of a loss next season. Stamp it.
I agree.
I think he'll look like a loss for us, but I don't think his play in Philadelphia will make us miss him. What I think is going to happen, it's like we lost that. I think if he stayed here, we still would have been like, damn, I missed last year's PJ. But I think that's going to be a huge loss for us, but I don't think it's going to be a huge gain for Philadelphia.
Right.
I just don't know how to. It's going to depend on how they use him. We're going to stuff him in the corner, and James Harden doesn't like give you that rim pressure like that anymore. I'm not sure.
I just don't know if I trust Doc to use him offense. Because, like, what surprised me and a lot of people, like, Spo let PJ Tucker actually do things with the ball, and he actually did some solid things with the ball. Like, I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to be back to chilling the corner guy. and that's just going to make his role entirely dependent on will he shoot 45% from three.
Will he take more than 2 threes a game?
Right.
Yeah. So like I don't know what that does exactly. And
I think it'll help their
we'll
on-ball stuff. I think that they lacked a little bit, especially when Maxey wasn't in the game and Thibault would get played off. I think that he helps that element of their defense a bit, but in general, and I don't really. I'm kind of with Kenny on this as well. Like, I don't think his shooting is going to be good enough. I mean, he may get hot, and this is all like for mood, but I just think in the aggregate, his shooting is not going to be good enough when it matters to really create the spacing for Embiid that they need. Because at the end of the day, like helping, kind of sending help to Embiid has always been the solution, unless you have a Bam Adebayo on your team. So that's going to be the one element.
Thank you, Christian Hernandez, for your donation.
What do we have? Let's.
Oh, go ahead, G.
No, I wanted to do a quick check on the donations. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Look at that, 1681. Ah, man, this is going great. You guys are awesome. Go ahead, Tiff. I'm so sorry.
No, I was gonna say it's like along the lines of what Alpha is saying. Even if PJ literally falls off the cliff next season, we will miss what he could do for us. It doesn't, like, whatever he does for them, it's probably going to be, it won't be, I don't think it'll be what he gave us. But we're not going to be able to replicate what he could do for us as far as the defense. Even when he was like shooting, I don't know, he was like shooting some absurd number for three for a couple of months. Like the offense, making plays, just picking up the ball handler, like all those things. Like, we're going to miss that out of whoever we get, because I'm for Hamish, but like realistically, like he's not Jay physically, maybe mentally, he doesn't have wherewithal yet.
Chat saying that you need a New Jersey behind you. We gotta get Tiff. We gotta get Tiff.
It's signed though, so you got to get me something signed.
What your boy Highsmith? We got Hamish. We gotta get you a
no. We need someone that's gonna last on the team. For sure.
Right. My daughter already don't like basketball. Now you're going to go get me a jersey of somebody who she won't even know who it is? No.
So you got to get that Highsmith custom, because they don't sell Highsmith. You know what, though? If these are the forwards going into the season, it's not. I mean, listen. There's stuff you can do by the trade deadline. But anybody who's trying to convince themselves that the power forward that's going to end the season is on the Heat's roster right now, you're kidding yourself. Like, it's just if we start without a new power forward game one, something went wrong. Okay, it's not like this. Oh, we've always loved Haywood Highsmith. You're lying. You're lying right in my fucking face. Like, I'm telling you, I don't believe. I believe that power forward will be there by this end of the season, but like I said, if they haven't addressed it by the beginning of game one, it's something. Like I said, something went wrong. Nobody was banking on Haywood Highsmith.
I want to say, solely because I was so wrong about Gabe and Max last summer, I'm going to place my bets on Haywood Highsmith to say he contributes something. Well, contributes a lot. This is not based on anything aside from my mistake last year. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to jump out and fucking come back months later like, hey, I was right. And then if I was wrong, I was like, hey, why would you believe me anyway? Come on. It's Haywood Highsmith. So I'm going to place my chips on Haywood Highsmith. I'm going to say he's going to have a good year.
My fear is that Hamish gets the start and he just gets destroyed every single day, every single game, because he ain't ready. That's my fear, because then it's like a young guy like that, his ass going to get ruined. Because he might not be ready.
That is what's going to happen, Tiff. Like, by game 4, Heat fans are going to be putting together GoFundMes to bail Montrezl Harrell out of jail. We're going to
they're still like your
fall guys. Say it was your weed.
Alf, I've seen people genuinely ask on the timeline, like, hey, like, Can we forgive Myers? I was like, what are we doing?
Right. That's when you know you're down bad.
I was like, gee.
Down bad.
I was like, what's going on over here?
Right. They're sending hey big head tweets to Trevor Ariza.
People gonna be looking for Mo Harkless.
We down bad.
Momo. We gonna be that. You know that meme with the fox with the panhandling. You gonna be like,
you got any fours?
Power forward.
Please, sir.
Why are
you got any power forwards?
Power forwards on your G League team.
Please, sir. Do you have a Mohawkless?
Where's James Johnson? What's he doing?
Micah Potter for change, please.
Look, I would also like to go back to Miami Beach one day, so I'm not forgiving Myers. You can keep Myers. I'm good.
Oh good. What
we need something that says Kenny does not speak for all black people on the planet.
I'm not forgiving Myers.
Where's
good.
Brass? Gotta get Brass back from vacation. I hope he's enjoying sunny beaches. I don't know, man. They have this fucking problem every year, and it's kind of annoying. They either don't have a point guard, they have too many point guards, they don't have a 4, they have too many 4s. They either keep their guy, they sign their guys to 3 or 4 year deals, and everyone gets mad at the organization. They don't want to sign guys for 3 or 4 years, and everyone gets mad at the organization. I don't even know what it is anymore. Alf, remember how mad everybody was when they signed role players to 3 and 4 years?
Yeah, I mean, but now they don't do it, and people are pissed that they didn't sign PJ. I mean, you can't win for losing. That's why, like, all this stuff with people getting all upset, getting all angry at the offseason, like, let's just let it play out. It could turn out like 2017. It could turn out like the year after the bubble, or it could turn out like last year, the year they went to the finals. Like, you don't know yet. All I will say is, if Haywood Highsmith has started game 1, something went horribly wrong.
Somebody fell asleep at the wheel.
My only question, like, how do we end up right back in a position where we have 19 guards again? We just figured that out like a year and a half
Bro,
ago.
they always have that. It's like there's always a surplus. There's always like a Tyler Johnson and a Dion Waiters and like 6 undrafted dudes that you think are good.
The front office shops for guards at Costco. They get them wholesale.
You
got 20.
And they're all good quality, like Kirkland products.
Then they try to convince us one of them is a forward. Like, no.
No.
Caleb Martin is not a power forward. No.
He's 6'4".
Max gonna be down there playing the 4.
They literally had Vic playing 3 a lot of times.
Oh, they love Spo loves 3
and he's
guards.
gonna be doing it again.
Bro, they're gonna play so much.
You can play 3 guards if you actually have a front court.
Exactly.
You can't play 4 guards and Bam.
Of 3 guards. I'm so sick of Spo and 3 guards.
Well,
you know what's coming.
Well, your ass is gonna be in the hospital because it's coming all season.
Here we go, baby.
Half dead by the time the season's over.
Yeah, I'm so ready for Tyler, Max, and Depot.
See, the hack of having like 12 different guards on the roster is that you can run a bunch of 3-guard lineups without running them into the ground. You can just shuffle them all. That's where the 12 for $10 deal comes in.
You know, you sub out Tyler, you put in Gabe. Now you're Gabe, Depot, Max. That's not bad, actually.
No, that's not bad.
I talked myself into that one. I like that one. That sounds kind of nice.
We're gonna see 3 guards in Dedmon and Yurt.
I actually kind of want that just because it'd be funny. Just for the memes. Dedmon a spacer, you know. Yeah. I think.
I thought Yurt was a spacer. No, literally, I thought Yurt.
Space. That's slightly different.
I don't understand Yurt. Just in general.
Missed layups.
I don't understand why he runs like that. It's just a whole thing I got to figure out about.
He's too pretty.
I don't know.
He's very fashionable. I think he's
that
like
dude
top.
is. Well, I mean, they got to pick him up. Like he's not. He's a model. He's a model. He's not. He hoops sometimes for fun, and he just happened to get into NBA. He's a model.
Guys, why did Dwayne Dedmon forget how to shoot?
I think he just got tired, man. like the Heat picked them up. Like they picked them up. He played like 12 games. Like, all right, this is decent. And then the regular season started. Like, whoa, this is good. The regular season kept going. It's like, wait, he got hurt. And he came back. He was like, oh wait, we still need him. Wait a minute.
That man's working 2 jobs.
Can't work the 3rd shift and be the backup center.
Right.
It's got to be one or the other. You can't do that.
Man used to play against Jerry West.
Listen, Dedmon got to choose. You can't run the shop and be
right.
The garage used to be a hobby, but then it just kind of got bigger than it is, and it's it just kind of became a small business. He has a gift. Who is he to deny the people?
He got the LLC for his birthday, like Twitter told him. Now he has to keep up with it. This is all your fault.
You file those articles of incorporation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dinner with Jay-Z and never look back.
Mogul, man. Mogul.
Oh, man.
He used to shoot threes in Atlanta. What? I just don't know what. And I don't know what happened. He just decided he wasn't going to do anymore.
Didn't he shoot like 40% from three, like one attempt last year?
But the one attempt is a problem.
He let some go last year.
That makes it worse because he could do it.
He saw what happened when you shoot in Atlanta and just said, "No, you ain't catching me on a RICO case."
Oh man, I can't even.
I feel like that's gonna be on one of those nickname jerseys.
He his career high. His career high attempt was 3.5 in Atlanta, and he was at 0.7 last year.
Yeah, just stop doing it.
Stopped. Just decided I don't want to do this anymore.
Like the guy said, he got tired.
You know what it is?
Grab rebounds, box out, and I got to shoot above to break threes too.
Right.
I gotta save these arms.
I don't got the legs for that.
Got to swap out an alternator in the morning. I can't.
Nah, it's Mac Pro. I don't know if I can. Like, I knew something was because like Young Thug wore a dress on the cover with fire cover, and like nobody said anything to him. I was like, nah, you know what? I know something about him that I don't know. Because like people like hiding the homophobia, like that's powerful shit. He got huge guns. I'm gonna listen to this album.
I don't even know who y'all talking about.
I don't even know who you're talking about either.
Probably for the best.
I just looked up and I see Franky with more stuff on his face. I got on the hat too. Is that hat machine washable?
Yeah, it is. $100 donation.
Dripping.
The whipped cream is melting, and I didn't want to point it out, but then G said something.
He just dunked his face in just like cold milk.
Oh god!
What the fuck, man? It just looks so... I don't know.
Everything's getting white.
I got a question for Nekias.
What's up?
If they swing and miss on KD, we already know the Donovan Mitchell thing. That's done. No Kyrie Irving. What is the move that you'd want to see the Heat do?
Like, I don't want to give G more ammo, but like a Harrison Barnes move would make sense. Like that would be the one. Like I was talking a little bit about Jeremy Grant before he eventually got moved to Portland. I was like, well, if you can do Duncan and a minor piece and get Jeremy Grant, then I don't love Jeremy Grant, but you kind of have to do that. That's off the table. Like Barnes still seems somewhat available at the very least. Like I would imagine that would be a in-season trade at this point. With what Keegan Murray looked like I think the Kings are just going to try to see what that forward room looks like before they make a move. But that's probably the splash off the top of my head.
What do you think about Collins and Turner?
Like I just don't know what Miami has that they would be willing to give up to bring Miles Turner in. So I don't really think too much about that one. As far as John Collins, I guess it's kind of a similar thing. Like, what would Atlanta want exactly? Like, they just gave up everything. Well, they gave up all their picks to make the DeJounte Murray move.
Kelly Olynyk, Kendrick Nunn in the second rounder. Wasn't that our?
Yo, can we get KO back?
You joke.
I'm in on KO coming back.
I am too. I think he signed somewhere.
I mean, he's in Detroit next to them.
Are we above a Kelly Olynyk reunion? Because I don't think so.
No. We're talking about Haywood Highsmith.
Listen.
We literally just said my man don't even have a jersey.
Named.
Right? Like what? My man buying his own basketball uniform. How we like?
Nekias, are you ready for the Kelly keeper?
Look, I would be fine with that.
Tiffany Smith doesn't even have his name on his jersey.
Right. This shit got Velcro on it. They not even letting him keep it when he leaves. They say take your letters and go.
Let that man.
He going by that heat store all the way to the arena. Like let me stop
Franky, they called him up from JV, but they don't got the varsity jersey for him yet, so he just can't play.
They told him go get one of the pennies. Turn it inside out.
As much as I love Olynyk, I do think that the only real answer is Harrison.
Wow. You have a whole graphic for this?
with sound effects.
That's dedication.
That is.
Graphic design is my passion.
Yeah.
Pan to me real quick.
Pan to Franky.
Oh, there we go.
How much fucking money have you made? For
she bought new
how much
Plex?
I was like, how much pie is available is the real question.
Right.
You wasted all your dog's money on whipped cream.
At this point, you're hemorrhaging. You might be losing money.
It's an escalator.
Shout out to the community and helping Plex. We love.
I feel like Tucker Carlson.
Well, let's never say that again on the podcast.
Things I never want to hear said on any of my shows ever again.
Donations are
going to go down now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now we're losing money on the stream.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. we're in the red.
When I get my dog gastric bypass, we got to do the same shit.
Yo. When my dog eat more weed off the street, y'all better chime in.
Off the street.
No, it was literally off the street.
Joey came to visit and
right, and it fell out of his pocket.
Montrez is relentless.
My dog was so high. It was like
what happened?
That's my boy. Don't encourage him. Erase his tweet.
Okay. Okay. Because I was about to say something. No. So Kim was walking our dog, walked her around the corner, came back. We put her in the crate. We left. Yo, we came back. When I say she was stumbling and bumbling. Hey, Bon.
What's up?
Hello.
What's up? No, I'm just telling them. So she was stumbling and bumbling and had permagrin. And I was like, what is happening? So we took her to the vet. Bada boom, bada bang. She got some kush from the side of the road.
Oh, doggy.
$500 later.
Man.
500 because she was high?
Because she 12 pounds and was high.
There's been times I've been so high, I thought I needed to go to the hospital. I just slept it off.
They don't raise dogs like they used to, man. Can't last in the 90s.
That doctor might have been scamming, though, because New York weed ain't really like, you know what?
I'm in the audience, and I'm just like, what's happening?
Kenny's in mid-season form. Hi, Bon.
Franky.
Hi, G.
How we doing?
I'm good. How are you? Out that thing look good behind you, boy. Ooh.
That sounded like some sexual assault.
I know. It was supposed to sound sexually aggressive.
We can't say this on the podcast either. What is it?
Cat callers outside.
Ethan, this is what you signed up for.
Is it?
He knew what he was getting into. Ethan knows.
How is everyone? What's up?
We're doing good, Bon. We're talking about, the obviously the hot topic of the offseason, Miami Heat's power forward situation, whether or not this man will be in the Heat uniform, Harry B, and all sorts of things. Apparently New York weed and Montrezl Harrell and things I didn't know about, and all that stuff. Oh, by the way, let's get you in on our little game from earlier. I want to keep a running tally about this. Do you think Udonis Haslem is going to play over or under 83.5 minutes?
I was in the audience. I heard the whole thing. The way shit's set up right now is definitely the over.
Tell him the first week he gonna be over.
Like he might be over by trade deadline. No, for real. I think like it's gonna be some times where he's gonna have to like suit up.
Does UD have more? Does UD have more in the tank than the mechanic at this point?
I don't know. Both them tanks rattling.
At least the mechanic should be allegedly be able to fix his tank.
Dang-a-lang.
Man.
I don't know.
This Matt Cole said I've been lifting weights this off season. I haven't. I turned 30 and like my metabolism became a human metabolism. So like, yeah, I haven't lifted a single weight. I just stepped on a scale one day and I was like 23 pounds heavier. And like, I'm
Ethan paid
like
for.
More pants out. Yeah, it's
life comes at you fast, Ethan.
Shout out to Ethan.
Same what it used to be.
It's a little rough. I need to lift the weight. I'm gonna be fat as hell by October, and I'm not looking forward to it.
What is happening?
I'm having Kyle Lowry body, and you know what? It's cool.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Yeah, Kyle is better than me.
My man looks good. My man looks good.
Do you think that helps him stay on the floor longer? What does that do for his body? Like his body, his game?
I think that hurts him defensively. I think it probably makes him a little quicker. I just think that like he's a guy that like leverages his weight and his body to be able to defend guys that are a little bigger than him. So perfect for next to Bam.
Like I don't know if I'm fat. Like I caught myself in the mirror and like y'all remember that like alien dancing to Lil Uzi meme? Like I'm built like that now. Like it's all stomach.
You feel like Roger? You feel like Roger?
Yeah, it's not a fun time. So like I'm taking all head up pictures until I get this sorted out. I don't like being 30 yet.
Too. We might can use you down there.
You and Hayden look the same height.
You know that a woman on a dating app called me deceitful because I used shoulder up pictures. She literally said you were deceiving and lying to me. I was like, I'm sorry.
Schmeathan said Kenny's built like a Haitian uncle.
This is like Alphonse Sidney body. That's fucked up.
Oh,
whoa. Alf may be a Haitian uncle.
I am a Haitian uncle. Right. I'm over here trying to put Photoshop Kenny's head on Roger's body from American Dad.
Do the one. Do the one with Rogers. Alf, do the one where Rogers dressed like Jodie Foster. Do that
one. Shout out to the guys for joining us in these shenanigans.
I actually so I have an idea of what the Heat bench might look like this season. These could be the Heat backup fours.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to do much better than Alf and I.
Listen, box out, put a body on, and push back.
Yep.
The backstory behind this, I was at the Heat Media Day game, and Alf decided that he was going to player coach, and Alf subbed me out. And when I was coming back to the bench, Alf says, just out loud, we need more toughness.
He did. There was some them dudes from Univision were beating the shit out of Alex Toledo.
I was Cuban on Cuban crime.
Yeah, and I was going to go out there, but I was tired.
That's it. Cancel the alignment with 5 reasons. If Chocolate Baby's getting cooked by Univision, I don't want this anymore.
Dude, Univision.
You grew up hooping in Miami too. You hoop against Cubans, like they got way too much energy. I ain't trying to fucking do all that, man.
That's the cocaine.
Power. We're so camp.
Missed you guys.
Okay, I want to close the show on an important topic.
Yes.
And I think that it's something that a lot of the national media hasn't touched on yet, or I don't know. I mean, I guess it's like there's not a lot of content going on. But Jimmy Butler's dreads. So those are purchased, correct, Bond?
Yes.
Well, how do we feel?
Why you gotta ask Bond?
I don't know, because she just got here.
Jimmy think he should run Beslow.
Don't do that to me. Should I ask Franky?
Wait till I get some
Franky, what do you think of Jimmy's hair?
Franky can't have an opinion. Next.
Oh, why can't I have an opinion?
I'm kidding.
Tread carefully, brother.
Everyone's clowning this man for purchasing.
Not black women.
Right. Listen. Whoa.
Personally, I think Jimmy Butler's dreads look beautiful.
They do look good on him.
They do.
Oh my God. Your girlfriend Prince Obi. They look nice when they're down. Listen, I test drove my locks twice. I had full locks twice before I committed. I understand. Jimmy's test driving. Listen, it's a commitment. I don't think he's gonna like it though. I think he's gonna find that when he goes to move, the weight is gonna fuck him up.
Neck.
Did you see him hooping against those 5'3" Colombians?
No, he was in Ecuador. It was even worse.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they were Ecuadorians. He was picking on even smaller people.
G was quick to like make sure his people
No.
weren't
Not my people. No, never.
You guys. I met
like, we're 5'4". What are you talking about?
Man, you get it right, and and much like the Cubans, we get our energy from something else.
Beslow.
There's so many different things Cubans get energy from. I just don't.
I do have footage of Jimmy picking on these small dudes. So I don't know what's going on here. They're balling in jeans.
Dribble like Stanley.
Is it a coat?
You saw that, right?
He dribbled like Bob Cousy.
He dribbled like Stanley.
Now run that back. We should do a Bonds breakdown of this shit.
Yeah, all right, Bond. Let's start it from the top.
All right, where we at?
Actually,
My man's too hot. He's hot side, but you gotta clear the ball. Go ahead, run it.
Bob Cousy handles.
Yeah, like look at that. That looked like Pascal Siakam versus Gabe Vincent.
I'm cutting number 7. You guys see the way number 7 quit on the play? Go ahead, run that back. Look how number 7 just quit. You turn the ball.
There's no help. That guy just pointed. He didn't even. No box out.
Like Kendrick Nunn.
You know what's funny? I want us to watch this play again. Watch the offensive rebound here. You see the size disadvantage. That's going to be the Heat's front court all season.
Alf, my man that quit on the play, he didn't even leak up the court. He off on the sideline somewhere. Get up the court. We missed it going down.
He quit the whole game, and it's a half court game.
It's a half court. They didn't go forward.
How you not get back in the half court?
Look at red jersey though. Look at the effort. Look at the effort trying to jump with Jimmy.
He like, I ain't trying to run. It's hot out here.
My man,
that's true. He did try.
I tell you, that's Gabe. Gabe be down there trying.
Just
big
under
baby.
there, screaming for dear life. Help me.
I'm just keep playing against jockeys.
Should look like a Make-A-Wish game where, like, you're just playing with the kids.
My only issue with Jimmy's dress is that he's going to be back in Miami, and like, if you can count, if it takes more than one hand to count your dreads in Miami, it's not really Miami. Like, it got to be like 2 or 3 just big ass dreads.
No, that's Broward. That's Broward more than Miami.
Broward.
Big ass. Just
Miami, you got like 7 dreads in Miami. Broward, you got like 3.
3.
Which is like maximum.
They're gonna get hot, and it's gonna fuck up with his finishing ability. It's gonna be a high bun.
It's gonna get worse,
and it's gonna flop. I don't think it's gonna like it. You see, DeAndre was growing DeAndre Jordan. His hair grew super quick, and then like 2 seasons ago, he cut them bitches all the way off.
Yeah, because he thought they were holding them back.
Turns out he was bad.
Turns exactly, Nekias.
What you say?
Like, nah, bro, you just bad. That's all.
That's your guy. My favorite tweet on the whole Jimmy stuff was LeBron texting Jimmy. All right, so we got to get out of here, but we do have a couple questions from chat that we want to bring up before we get out of here. We're asked. Black Janae asked, so do you think that Tyler gets traded?
Nope.
Not. I mean, has to, unless it's for a star, guys. I don't really see them moving him for a role player. They're gonna extend him. What that figure is, I think is gonna be. They're gonna wait until the nth hour to do it. I don't think they're gonna try to take care of him as much as Bam. I think that they'll play a little bit more hardball with him. Kind of giving Bam what he wanted when he wanted it was different than Tyler, and I think that they're gonna treat it as such. And I think that they know that Tyler probably wants to be here pretty badly because of just the city and everything. So I don't know how y'all feel.
He's
but
like,
that's kind of where
Utah. Yeah, I'd rather be in Miami.
Tyler now is how I feel. none of this other stuff is happening. Like I understand, like people want to live in the fantasy world, and I'm gonna let them. But like, you're
not.
The Jazz just got 900 picks for Rudy Gobert. We're not getting Donovan Mitchell in a trade.
And there you go, killing their fantasy like they wanted to live in. That you just said you weren't gonna ruin it.
Nobody listens to me anyway. It doesn't matter. That's the stuff's not happening. Just extend Tyler, and then hey, whatever happens after happens. But none of the other stuff's happening. Like let's come on.
They'll be back in your mentions tomorrow. Don't worry.
They will.
They can be right there with him.
Does anybody think? Does anybody think that Tyler actually gets traded unless it's for like a star?
No, you can't break that caveat because of course he gets traded for a star.
Right.
Like, does he get traded this offseason?
Does he get traded for like? Yeah, I don't think this offseason. I think February. So. Yeah.
Like I sneaky don't think he lasts the duration of his new contract in Miami.
Oh,
I think he's moved at some point.
Yeah.
I don't think it happens now though.
Yeah.
They're going to at least see what starter Tyler looks like, rather that's this year or next year.
Mm-hmm.
I like this other question from Dave Za. Is Duncan worth one of the Orlando forwards?
Which one?
Who they even got?
Right. I gotta Google Orlando.
Exactly. Like, why would
Hold on, how many Orlando Magic player can you name?
I gotta be honest, and
who's as a team?
So they have two Wagners, right? They got both Wagners.
And I don't want
Franz is too good. Nah, Franz is. Hey, if they're giving up Franz Wagner for Duncan,
I feel like they looking at Myers Leonard from across the street.
Oh, who else do you know in Orlando?
I was gonna say Pablo, but his name was Paolo apparently.
I count that. I thought it was Pablo too.
That dude is ugly. I'm sorry.
They don't even have a picture of him on ESPN.com.
No. I've seen him play. He looks good, but he
does look like a Toy Story character, doesn't he?
I forgot to take Mo Bamba.
He looks like Sloth from the Goonies a little bit.
Oh no, you guys!
It's shit ain't symmetrical is the problem.
Nekias.
His left side is a different face than his right side.
It's like Patrick Mahomes
The
got
right side actually might be attractive if you doubled it. That left side fucking him up.
Never getting credentialed.
It's not the analysis I thought I was getting tonight. I'll be honest.
You know what you signed up for.
Why would you think you were getting anything less?
You and Ethan know,
baby.
Baby.
Brady Hawk's not walking through that door.
I think I don't know. Is he worth Mo Bamba? What are their forwards? Jonathan Isaac?
I actually think
we're not doing Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah, we're not doing Jonathan Isaac.
No. We don't need Uncle Ruckus.
We don't even know his availability given the January 6th trials.
Jonathan Isaac would be a god in Hialeah, though.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, my bad. Admiral Schofield.
That's not
even a real name.
I hate everybody. Mo Wagner, Franz Wagner.
Too racist.
Wow.
We just went back.
Can Terrence Ross play the 4? My call.
Why is Terrence Ross still in the league?
Terrence Ross is going to be an Orlando Magic.
He's out the league.
No, our galaxy is not. Our sun is going to be extinct, and he is going to be a Magic.
Did you hear?
And Terrence Ross has scored 11 points in the third quarter.
Zach Lowe said he wants Terrence Ross to be their UD. Just randomly there too. He's like 45.
That'd be the best. I'd take Terrence Ross.
To do what?
Whatever keeps him not playing against the Heat anymore.
You take him for Duncan?
I'm not taking him for Duncan.
That's what the question is. Gianni?
Oh, I thought G was just crafting his own.
Would you take him for Duncan?
Oh.
Y'all done scared Nekias off.
Too much
It
Isaac.
wasn't me.
He said he had.
Yeah, he did.
Maybe. Just because.
But G didn't even give him the out. Like, come on, G.
No.
They're telling you he got to leave in the private.
He had to leave, and then I got this. Just took longer than I thought. I love you, Nekias. Okay, yeah. So I mean, we're not in mid-season form.
Might be.
Are we?
I was like, we might be.
Jay asked KO or Jay reunion. I think we kind of covered that.
You didn't answer. Would you?
I'll go Jay.
For Duncan.
It depends on Terrence's contract. I see that he has.
Terrence Ross for Duncan for what?
That's the question is.
No, we talking about big forwards. We're not talking about Terrence.
Yeah,
I said he will take him.
I said baby.
We got Terrence Ross at home. We don't need no
and we really do.
Hamish
But
Ross.
Terrence can dunk.
Hamish Ross.
Hamish can dunk too.
Can he still dunk? He's 31. He's only 31? Oh, never mind. I'm all in on Terrence. I thought Terrence Ross was like 35.
Hell no.
No.
What about Wendell Carter Jr.? They wouldn't give us him.
They wouldn't give us him.
No.
Listen, I low key.
His name is Wendell. I'm good.
But they do have like 16 power forwards.
Everybody got 16 power forwards but us. Look at them.
That's true.
That's why we got no power forwards.
They wouldn't give us. They wouldn't give us
power forward.
The power forwards are the toilet paper this season.
What are we gonna do with
billion. The Pelicans got $1 billion. Yeah. Toronto is all power forwards. Like,
don't nobody need a white shooter?
It's too many.
The last thing anybody needs is a white shooter.
America.
I was setting y'all up.
Gee, that was it.
That was it.
I thought we were gonna get through the last two questions.
Let's get on
it. Let's
go.
You take
KO or J reunion.
Jay already did that one.
Okay. Ready to get mad at 40. Why did you save this one?
I didn't mean to say that was an accident.
Well, okay. Thank you, Dr. Dunk.
This one is what I really wanted to talk about.
Okay.
That
was great.
Yes.
Ethan Skolnick says Franky looks like Nancy Reagan in her prime.
That's when it was extra milky.
Franky!